Body Shapers, welcome to beautiful Hawaii. My name's Kiana, this is Jennifer, and this is the gorgeous Mary Jean. We have a great show planned for you today, and it is called the Body Shaping Basic Back Workout. That's right. In addition to training your back, we're also going to show you some exercises to train those hard-to-work shoulders to give you the illusion of a nice, tiny waist.
So stay tuned. We'll be back for a hard, intense workout.
We'll show you we can do more than just shop, eat, and talk.
That's right.
Consult your physician before you start exercising with body shaping. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
Hi Body Shapers, welcome back. This is going to be an intense back workout, so make sure and take some notes. We're starting with the pull downs behind the neck for the lats.
Now, how far down should the bar come? Because sometimes I see people bring it very far, only some way down.
That's a good question. Make sure and bring the bar to the center of your neck, right to here. Nice and slow. Come on, Mary Jean. 3 more, let's go. 13, exhale. Notice her elbows are back. That's perfect. 14. Great.
Okay.
All right, Jennifer. That's very important, the placement of your hands on the bar. Notice Jennifer is putting her hands right on the bend of the bar where it starts to come down. Perfect.
Okay, Jennifer, go to it. Excellent.
This is a very strict movement. She's keeping her upper body still and just pulling with the arms. Pull.
You can see her muscles
right in through here.
This looks great.
Good.
Looks great, Jennifer.
Go.
How many is that?
Here. 9.
9.
10.
I do 15.
11.
Sure. 12. Come on, Jennifer. 13.
14. 15. One more muscle.
Okay, that was too easy for you. I'm going to go up here. I'll go
90.
Who wants to spot me? I got to do more weight than Mary Jean. Okay.
A little competition between the two.
She's strong. No, I mean, if you could do it, then you do it. Right?
I usually like to start one weight down, and then I add up as I do my sets.
There's different ways of doing the exercise. And since we're going to work hard, we're going to hit the weights real hard.
Okay, 5 more. 5. Let's go. 4. 3.
2. It's excellent, Cameron. 1.
Good spot.
Okay.
Next movement, seated rows.
Okay.
Okay, Mary Jean, you're up first. What weight do you want?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Notice there's 2 different grips on here. You can choose which one's most comfortable for you. Mary Jean is choosing one of each. No, the narrow grip.
So now what's the difference?
Okay, the narrow grip it has a shorter range of motion. Notice her arms can't come back as far. Therefore, it's isolating the inner or the middle back. And the wider grip, you have a greater range of motion using more of the outer back.
And what are all the areas of the back?
Well, you have the lats.
Okay.
And through here, you have the middle back, the lower, and the upper.
Okay.
There'll be a quiz after this. Come on now, let's pull. 5 more. 13. Great. Come on. 14. If you want a spot, you can help her.
We're working the entire back today.
Hey, Jennifer, we're going to get you now.
All right. Yeah.
Is that good?
We don't want to get her too much. We'll have a little mercy. Okay.
Notice her elbows are right tight to her body. That's perfect. She's keeping her body still and just pulling with the back.
She's keeping her back nice and straight. That looks good.
Working right in here.
Okay, let's do it. Come on.
Come on, Jen. Let's pump it up.
Okay, how many is that? That's what, 10, 9, 10?
Count me 9.
11.
Exhale. Blow out on the hardest part of the movement. Exhale when
13,
you pull it in.
14. 15. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to do one for good luck there.
That was a big mistake what I just did. Never let the weights just fly out of your hands. Bring it back slowly.
Nice and easy.
That's okay. We learn from our mistakes,
That's
right?
right. Nice and easy. But I know you're getting aggressive.
Okay, I'll demonstrate using the wider grip, which gives you a wider range of motion.
Okay. I'm going to check the weight on that.
Elbows back.
Oh, okay. I can't tell you, she's strong today. That's excellent, Kiana.
I'm not sure if you had mentioned, but here's another place where you see a full range of motion. Kiana's bringing it all the way forward, stretching out in through here, and then bringing it back. So she's getting it on the down movement and the back movement.
That looks good, Kiana.
Right.
Keep
Control
going.
it right here. Control this, and then pull.
That's right.
3 more.
3, 2. I think I got you for one more.
Great arms.
One. Okay.
Right back.
I'm going to do close grip.
Yes. No. Pull downs to the front.
Okay.
Pull downs to the front.
Right.
What weight do you want this? 80 again or 70?
70.
Okay. Now grab it the same place. Mary Jean.
I'm going to use a closer grip on this one. Shoulder width apart on
that's
this
more
one.
comfortable for
yeah,
you.
This feels better for me.
Bring it right to the upper area of the chest. This movement's working a little bit of the lower lats here.
Should you lean back at all in this movement? Or
You should try not to.
No,
Keeping
keep
the back,
your back straight. Come on, Mary Jean. Keeping the back straight. Don't lean back. Use the arms as a way of pulling the bar down, but don't use the biceps.
4 more.
I'll help you. Come on. Let's go. 13. Pull it. It's all you. 14. 2 more. 2 more.
15.
1 more, Mary Jean.
16.
Great. Good set.
Excellent.
Can I reverse my grip, or you prefer on this one to stay down? Well, now what's the difference? Because honestly, this is the way I do it.
We'll try it this way.
Wait, let go of the weight. Let go. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, shoulder width grip, keeping her back straight, keeping your back up. Notice she's not leaning back.
That looks great.
I'm glad you guys are showing me this, because I've been doing it wrong for a
Jennifer,
while.
Keeping your
Stop
head
a
in the
second,
right
Jen.
place also.
You're going to use more weight than this.
You're doing those
Don't
too
you
easy,
think so?
right?
Okay.
Okay, get this hand.
There you go. Pull, I got you. I'll help you.
Very good.
Exhale. Shh. Good. Come on, Jen.
5. That's excellent.
Pull it.
Keep going.
Pull. Good. Great. Come on.
8.
Let's go.
9.
Get 1 more.
10. She can do more.
Ooh, way to push. Come on.
Do 3 more. 1.
1, 2, last one.
And 3. See, that's the nice thing about working out, because you can encourage each other to work
That's what
a
we're
little bit
here
harder.
for.
See, you knew you could do more weight.
See, I have back problems, and that's why I prefer sometimes to use lower weight, but with you helping me and spotting me, I was able to do it.
That's right.
But I'm going to be able to call Dr. Pete after this, probably, for some adjustments.
Spot. Okay. All right, I'm good. That's excellent. You don't need me yet, right?
Not yet.
Strong. Strong. You could do it, right?
Ooh, I can feel the blood
Arms
pumping.
great. She's got her abdominal muscles in, back straight.
Well, the idea is to keep your body nice and tight. All the exercises. 12. Do
Can I
3
help?
more.
Can you help me now?
3 more.
13.
14. And 15.
Okay, 1 more, 1 more.
All right. Okay.
Woo. Good set. Nice.
Okay.
Nice spot. Next
Okay.
movement.
That's wonderful.
We're going to get back to
Wanna
some
go
seat
back?
rows. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with body shaping. Come on. Hi, body shapers. We're back with our back workout. We're starting now with the barbell bent over rows.
Okay, Jennifer, looking good. Keep going.
Notice Jennifer's form. She's bringing the bar to her upper abs. There you go.
Okay.
A common mistake is bringing this bar to the chest. You bring it to the upper area of the abdomen. Great.
Okay, that looks
Come
good.
on up, elbows
Keep going.
close to the body, palms facing
going.
forward. Come on now.
4 more. Come on, let's go. 2.
Let's go.
3.
Just like we suggest, always
4.
cycle your
Okay,
workouts.
looks great.
Jennifer's on her light,
All right.
light day, heavy, high reps.
Okay, I'm next.
Oh,
All right.
excuse me.
And I do that because, like I mentioned, my back is a sensitive area. I don't want to neglect and not work my back out at all.
Okay.
So I do more reps,
proud of
lighter weight. Thanks.
Now bend your knees slightly, Mary Jean. Head up. Look to our viewers at home. There you go. Elbows tight. For all you men at home, the barbell bent over rows, if you do these heavy, this is the best exercise for building thickness in the back. Right in through here.
God, Mary Jean, you blow me away.
She's an animal.
You're really incredible.
Good concentration. Come on now, exhale.
All right.
Very good.
I felt that. That was good.
She's using 40 pounds.
All right. Well, I know you're going to use
Kiana's
40
turn.
pounds, too, because you're strong.
Okay, slight bend in the knees, feet shoulder width apart. Nice and slow. And up
Looks good.
to the upper abs.
All right.
So that slight bend in the knee helps support your lower back.
Keeping her back nice and straight. Form is so important in this exercise, Jennifer, especially if you do have a back problem.
8.
Very good, Kiana. Keep going.
Mary Jean, how many did you do?
I did 15. I know she's into 16. Go
You have
ahead.
a competition
You could do it,
here.
though. You could do it.
18.
14, 15, 16. All right, excellent. I've done 17, 18, okay?
Okay, next movement, dumbbell rows.
Okay, Jennifer's going to go.
Okay. One thing great about doing the dumbbell one-arm rows is you can isolate each side of the back separately.
Excuse me, I'm just going to move these away.
Palm facing her body, elbow next to her side, lifting up. Working the left side of her back, right in through here.
All right. That's also her back is nice and straight on this exercise.
What you can also do is let it slide, when you come up, Jen, let it slide forward and stretch it out, and then bring it up.
That's right.
There you go. So you're stretching here. There, perfect.
And it's that little extra
Like a little
that you do when you swing it forward, you really feel it. That's very good. Excellent.
And up. Just let it drop
Uh-huh.
and up.
That's right. Looking good, Jennifer.
Notice her back is flat the entire time.
Is that? 31. Oh, come on.
Up.
13, 14,
One more.
and 15. The other side.
Oh, the other side.
The other side. That's
Gotta
right.
watch her.
You want to work both sides, Jennifer.
Be lopsided. 2, 3. Perfect. Her elbow is right next to her body. It's not straying out. Again, for you at home, train your back 3 to 4 sets for each exercise, twice per week.
That's right.
And cycle your training. Heavy
Keep
one
going,
time,
Jennifer. How many
light
is that?
weights the
9,
next.
10, 5 more. 1,
Gotta push her. Come
2,
on, come on.
let's go. 3 more.
We got you.
1,
You can really see it working.
and 3. That's it. That's excellent.
Who's next?
I'm next.
Oh.
I'm next. Okay. We've got to keep this in order over here.
All right.
Yeah, since we're doing back exercises, what is the proper way in which to lift up anything or lift up weights
That's a good
in order
question.
not to hurt your back?
That's a great question. Whenever you lift something, heavy boxes, heavy furniture, suitcases, you do it just like a squat movement. Back straight, bend down with the legs, and lift with the legs. You never bend over and lift with the back.
Works in a short skirt, too, you know?
Well, I don't know if I'd suggest doing that in a short skirt, but
Come on, girls. Watch.
we're watching.
Make sure I'm doing these
Nice
right.
and slow, Mary Jean.
See?
Slow, slow, slow.
Caught you.
You're watching Sleepcore. Pleasant dreams.
What I like about cigarettes, it relaxes me, especially after dinner. I have a nice cigarette, some coffee, watch a little TV, light up a little bit. It just relaxes me.
I really don't love or hate smoking. I do it probably 80% of the time totally unconscious. And the only time I really enjoy a cigarette is right after a meal. The rest of the time I just smoke.
I don't like always having to worry where they are. I mean, it's annoying. You know, where can I get a pack of cigarettes? It's like, it's always on your mind that you need that cigarette.
I like to quit smoking. It'd be the greatest thing, because I could feel it. You cough a lot in the morning, a lot of times. Nighttime, you cough. And you gotta give it up sooner or later, I know that.
I used to smoke cigarettes too, for over 20 years. And during that time, I loved them and I hated them. Sure, it was hard to beat that one cigarette along with my morning cup of coffee. But I always knew I should quit. If you're a smoker, you probably feel the same way. We both know it's not an easy thing to do, but now there's something you ought to know about. It's a fascinating story about a scientific breakthrough called LifeSign. It's a little computer that's actually breaking some of the toughest smoking habits in America. Yes, I found it hard to believe too, But the scientific evidence is in. Hundreds of thousands of Americans, just like you, are discovering LifeSign. And the real stories of smokers who quit with this computer are amazing to watch. They're coming up, so stay tuned.
When you're ready to quit, with your hosts, Mr. E.G. Marshall in New York City and Florence Henderson in Los Angeles. Brought to you by Health Innovations, dedicated to helping people live healthier, longer lives.
You know, quitting smoking is tough. It may be the toughest thing you'll ever do. I know from my own experience. I was the youngest of 10 kids raised in tobacco-growing country. Almost everyone in my family smoked. And I lost my dad to cancer.
I remember feeling at times like I just will never be able to quit, that I just never will be. I'll go to my grave, and probably an early grave, because I can't stop smoking. And that was a terrible, terrible feeling.
Haven't we all felt the same way? We want to quit smoking, and we can't. We try, and we fail. Lord knows we've got good intentions. We know all the reasons to quit. We've heard them 1,000 times. If you're like most smokers, you're probably just downright frustrated with the whole quit smoking issue.
They don't have the right to take this special thing, if I consider it a special thing, away from me, or to tell me when I can or cannot do it. This is what I resent. I resent being told when, where, and how I can do it.
And perhaps you're just a little bit afraid to quit, asking yourself some pretty scary questions like, what will I do about the craving? Won't I gain weight? What if I fail again? Sure, we all know people who just seem to get up one morning and stop, cold turkey. But that's not the way it really is for most of us. For the majority of smokers, it takes more than just wanting to quit. You've already got the desire. What you need now is a quit method that eliminates the habits and cravings that are yours and yours only. Well, there is such a method, and it's called LifeSign. Since no two smokers are alike, this amazing little computer actually designs a personalized quitting program that breaks your individual habits of when, where, and why you smoke. In the next half hour, you'll meet some of the thousands of successful LifeSign users, smokers just like you, and you'll actually get the chance to order a LifeSign for yourself or a loved one.
To try to stop smoking was one of the scariest things in my life. It was like losing a friend. It was a habit that had been with me for such a long time, and it was an emotional crutch. About a year ago, I had tried to quit smoking, and it lasted approximately 2 weeks. And I turned into such a basket case. My husband went out and bought me cigarettes and said, please, smoke these because I can't stand to see you suffer any longer. But with LifeSign, I didn't have that suffering. I didn't have the pain. I didn't have the depression. I was very up, very excited about the program and knew that I could stay on it because with LifeSign's help, I was going to be smoke-free for the rest of my life. My first concern when I stopped smoking was I'm going to automatically put on 20 pounds, but I didn't. When I quit cold turkey, I put on 10 pounds in a week and a half, but with LifeSign, I have taken off 4 pounds, which is incredible. It's great.
LifeSign works because it's been scientifically designed to minimize the cravings and change smoking habits. Just how effective is it? Research conducted at major medical institutions showed that LifeSign works. In fact, it has a success rate that is up to 3 times better than other self-help techniques available today. Results like these have prompted the prestigious National Institute of Drug Abuse to provide LifeSign's developer, Health Innovations Incorporated, with major funding to further their pioneering research. And now, even major corporations are joining the movement too. Over 500 companies nationwide have used LifeSign to help their employees live healthier, more productive lives.
LifeSign works because it alters the behavior of the smoking person. Any smoker who wants to stop and has made a commitment to do something about stopping smoking, I do recommend LifeSign.
Cessation of smoking is a desirable goal. The best way currently known to achieve that goal is through the Lifesign program.
This is a filter that I use. You put a different filter in each week, and it keeps cutting the nicotine down. This didn't work. This is the Nicorette gum, which I had 2 or 3 prescriptions of, and I chewed this gum until I got sick, and that didn't work. These are Bantron pills, which I took, and they didn't work. This is a subliminal tape, which I used to stop smoking, and it relaxed me so much that I'd lay on my bed, listen to the tape, and smoke cigarettes. So that didn't work.
It's the truth. I come home and saw that.
So all of these failed, and I had my doubts about Lifesign too when I tried it, but as I went along, it really convinced me that it was going to work, and it did work.
The personalized quit schedule that Lifesign creates for each smoker not only reduces the number of cigarettes you smoke each day, but spaces them out so they can't be associated with old habits. This program alters the smoker's behavior and allows you the time you need to learn how to cope with all those old weak moments and situations and feelings you used to associate with lighting up. If you simply follow Lifesign's instructions, you can eliminate your old habits and learn an entirely new behavior pattern.
I'm Joe Bosco, and I'm the guy that quit smoking. I feel like $1 million. I think Lifesign is one of the easiest things to follow to stop smoking. It is nothing that is hard to do. You put it on in the morning, you shut it off at night, and in between in the day, you just read what the computer tells you to do, and it's the fastest and greatest thing you could do.
35-year smoker Joe Bosco was a 4-pack-a-day man. A truck driver for a gas delivery company, Joe's smoking day started early, at 3:30 every morning.
I was addicted to cigarettes because I felt like it was part of your everyday living. It just was in you. You had to have a cigarette. And I just had to have it. There was no way you could just stop cold turkey, the way I felt about it.
Oh, God, he seemed like a chain smoker, and he would, you know, he'd say, no, that's not me, I'm not a chain smoker. And I says, hon, yes, you are. Because we'd be sitting down at the table, and he'd light one up, and it just seemed like it was 2 minutes ago that he had ducked it out, and before you know it, he had another one in his mouth. He didn't realize how much he smoked.
One night after seeing the Lifesign TV show, Joe's wife, Phyllis, became so excited that she picked up the phone and bought one.
You know, I says, hey, wow, you know, if this could work, why not? I says to him, I'm going to try. I didn't even ask him. I just went right ahead and ordered it.
My wife came to me one day and says, you know, I bought you something to stop smoking. And I told her, what is it? One of that cigarettes or whatever it is? And she says, no, it's a computer.
I said, well, let's just try it. I says, it's been proven. I've seen lots of people, you know, that had it. And that's what it was, because I just wanted him to stop. I wanted to try something. I figured he'd get involved in it, and he did.
And I waited for this computer. I wanted to see what it was. When the day it came, I opened up the box and looked at it. When I first seen it, I laughed. It looks like a little machine that's not going to do anything for you or any way to help you. But then as the days grew longer, so did the time in between cigarettes. And you really did not crave for looking for the extra cigarette in between. And in 28 days, I have to say one thing. I've cheated once on the machine. That was it.
And what was fascinating about it was the fact that he followed it. You know, it was like his little right-hand man for those 28 days, and he wouldn't go off it. He was really very good. I'm very proud of him for what he had done.
Lifesign had what Joe wanted in a stop-smoking program. It minimized his cravings for a cigarette. It helped him not gain weight. It didn't use any chemicals, drugs, or gimmicks. It was easy to use and inexpensive. No hassles with group meetings, and it even came with a guarantee to work or his money back.
You can't believe the fact that how it pulls the nicotine from your system, that you don't crave for it anymore. It was really one of the greatest things in my life this machine did to me.
I didn't think he was going to stop, honestly. I really didn't think he was going to stop. He was going with the program. He was going along with it. And he did stop. You know, it seemed like it worked. And I really believe if he can stop with it, I think I can.
Try it. Like you'll like it. And believe me, after you stop, you'll thank me and everybody else that has stopped smoking.
I don't know if I can talk about this without, you know, letting on. I told you I can't. No, I love him very much, and I'm very proud of him. And I'm glad that, you know, he did this for himself. He didn't only do it for himself, he did it for me and the family also.
you're like most smokers, you've probably already tried to quit. You know that you should quit. You know that when you're ready, you will quit for good. Now is that time. Because LifeSign is here, and it really works. Thousands of smokers just like you are using LifeSign to quit forever. It worked for Joe Bosco's 30-year habit, even though he didn't believe it could when he first saw it. It can work for you, too. So call this toll-free number right now to order your LifeSign, the method that gradually takes you off cigarettes at a pace scientifically tailored just for you. LifeSign is normally priced at only $79.95, but because we sincerely want you to start right now, we'll take $10 off the regular price if you call within the next hour, so that you pay only $69.95. When you order LifeSign, you'll receive the patented credit card-sized monitor that's as easy to use as lighting a match. Plus, you'll get the practical 48-page program guide that will answer all of your questions about quitting and living life as a non-smoker. And you'll get unlimited free access to the LifeSign support line. Trained professionals are there to help. So order your LifeSign now. To make it even easier, credit card customers can pay in 4 monthly installments of only $19.95. Try LifeSign risk-free for 60 days. And if you are not completely satisfied for any reason, return it for a prompt, no questions asked refund. And here's something more to help you stay quit forever. This powerful video cassette filled with valuable quitting tips and motivating advice for only $19.95 more. It's bound to help you over any rough spots. Don't delay. Thousands are quitting with LifeSign, and so can you. In fact, the makers of LifeSign are so confident there are no self-help methods scientifically proven to be more effective than LifeSign, they'll triple your money back if you can find one. So pick up the phone and order LifeSign now for yourself or as a gift for a loved one. LifeSign, it really works.
Sleepcore will return after these messages.
Tomorrow, everything at Campo will be moving fast. It's the Campo New Year's sale, and everything in the store has to go. To catch the good deals, you have to hurry to Campo tomorrow. For one day only, catch a big Zenith 27-inch TV with remote and save $102 at just $398, or an RCA 13-inch TV with quartz tuning at just $168. To catch the good deals, you have to come to Campo tomorrow. It's the Campo one-day New Year's sale, tomorrow only at every Campo store.
What's the best way to reduce? Eat plenty or starve yourself? Starve yourself? Wrong. A half-empty stomach causes hunger tantrums. Now with the RDX full stomach reducing plan, you fill your stomach, avoid hunger tantrums, lose excess weight naturally and fast. And safe, pleasant-tasting RDX tablets contain no dangerous drugs, no hormones. So if your doctor has told you to lose weight, get RDX at your drugstore now.
For 18 years on The Price is Right, I've learned the secret to a good figure, a firm tummy. That's why I'm so excited about Easy Crunch. It's simpler than doing sit-ups, and you can do it by the pool, at the office, or watching TV.
With 2 kids, it's hard to work out, but I find time with Easy Crunch.
Easy Crunch works all 3 abdominal muscle groups.
The forward crunch works the upper abs, knee-ins target your lower abs, and the rotator crunch works the waistline.
I'm too busy to go to the gym. Easy Crunch works at home.
Easy Crunch's patented rocking cylinder creates a motion similar to those professional machines, and it comes complete with 5 power bands.
The result? A firmer, tighter stomach without having to do one single sit-up. Call toll-free now.
To order Easy Crunch bands and instruction booklet, call 1-800-421-2000. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $9.95 each. You get a full 60-day home trial. So to order, call 1-800-421-2000 now.
Dateline Finland, March 1980. The most important breakthrough in weight control history has been made. Scientists testing a naturally occurring compound's ability to lower cholesterol found an unexpected benefit. Every person who consumed this formula experienced a significant weight loss. Further research revealed this compound actually combines with food and suppresses absorption of fats and carbohydrates. Now, this formula is available without prescription in the United States. Calban 3000, a revolutionary new weight loss enhancer that lets you eat anything you want and still lose weight.
I tried everything, but Calban's the only thing that worked for me. I lost 50 pounds.
I've tried 20 years to break 300 pounds. Now I've lost 78 pounds and 12 inches from my waist.
Calban 3000 bonds with food, preventing absorption of much of your caloric intake. Your body burns excess fat and cellulite for energy. You lose pounds and inches.
Losing weight's not easy. If you've tried dieting and found yourself regaining what you lost plus some, then you know what I mean. But now there's a way to break the diet gain cycle. Calban 3000 allows you to get rid of excess weight without exercising and without going on a diet.
Calban 3000 has no dangerous stimulants or chemicals, no harmful side effects, and it's absolutely guaranteed to work or your money back.
I thought I'd never be slim again, but I lost 85 pounds and regained my youthful figure.
I lost 62 pounds in 3 months. With Calban, I feel and look like a new man.
If after 3 weeks you don't see a significant weight loss with no loss of energy, simply return the empty container for a full refund. With Calban 3000, you can melt off those pounds and inches. Why wait one more day? You have nothing to lose but ugly fat, flab, and cellulite. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-356-2800. 3-week supply just $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling. Or order a 6-week supply for $38.95 and get this 48-inch strand of Chinese faux pearls absolutely free. Call now, 1-800-356-2800. That's 1-800-356-2800.
You're watching Sleepcore. Sleep tight.
The logic behind their program made sense to me. I'd never attempted to quit smoking before, and it was a scary decision to make. But I thought I could not quit cold turkey. I'm frightened to death of computers, but this was so easy to use that there's no fear involved at all. It's very, very simple.
Using nicotine is not something you do just 2 or 3 times a day. Every puff gives you a lift. 200 to 400 times a day, over 100,000 times a year. After years of smoking, your body has now become accustomed to functioning at all times with nicotine. And now you're smoking for a different reason. Your body is requiring you to maintain a steady level of nicotine in your bloodstream. The level it's become accustomed to. Scientists sometimes call this the nicostat. You can think of it almost like a thermostat that needs to be periodically adjusted up or down to maintain a comfortable room temperature. In the same way, when your nicotine level is low, when you have a desire or craving for a cigarette, you light up. When the nicotine level is high or at the accustomed level, you don't light up.
When you want to quit smoking, you have 2 options, cold turkey or gradual cessation. Cold turkey deprives the system of nicotine all at once. Consequently, it's an alarming shock to the body. The other quit option is to stop smoking gradually. By increasing the interval between cigarettes over a period of 2 to 5 weeks, so that maybe you smoke just 1 or 2 cigarettes less a day, now you're giving your body a chance to slowly become used to lower levels of nicotine. And this is the program that LifeSign puts you on. It systematically turns down the nicostat until it reaches 0, and your body no longer needs nicotine, and the craving for cigarettes is gone.
LifeSign's method, it made a lot of sense to me because, like I said, I tried cold turkey before and it just didn't work. Like, I was really nervous, upset, couldn't sleep. All I thought about were cigarettes. So, you know, this way, it's much better because you withdraw slowly. I really liked cigarettes, and then when I finally wanted to quit, I couldn't. And I used to say that I didn't want to quit, but the fact was that I couldn't quit. And thanks to LifeSign, I'm a non-smoker.
How does LifeSign work? After receiving the monitor and manual in the mail, you'll select a start date. The morning of that day, you'll get up and turn the LifeSign monitor on and simply push the button every time you light up. Do this for 7 days, smoking at your usual times and your normal number of cigarettes. What you're doing is helping LifeSign learn all about your unique smoking habits. On the 8th day, LifeSign automatically begins your personalized stop smoking program. It shows you how many days until you are smoke-free and signals you when to light up, cigarette by cigarette. In the beginning, you won't be smoking less, just at different times. And gradually, you'll begin smoking fewer cigarettes by increasing the time between them. Each day, you will smoke less and less at a pace that's right for you, until you no longer want to smoke. Simply put, LifeSign is light years ahead of cold turkey and clinically proven to be the most successful self-help stop smoking program available today.
If this could work for me,
It'll work for anybody, I'm telling you, because I had the habit. I really had it. I mean, I was really into it. I mean, I was into this like it was bigger than a religion to me, I'm telling you. So if I could stop with this method, definitely, without a doubt, this is something to really give a shot. And just stop with it, you know. Stop playing around and stop smoking.
Tony! Toward the end of his 35-year habit, construction supervisor Albert Dijon Tomaso regularly smoked 4 to 5 packs a day. How did he feel? Like he'd been addicted all his life.
Forget it when I bought a carton of cigarettes. I used to eat them. Every second day I used to buy a carton of cigarettes. I knew it was killing me. All the great doctors and everybody were telling you, it's killing you. And that's what I hated about it. And couldn't do nothing about it. And it controlled me.
I didn't think he could quit at all. Because this guy smoke like it's impossible.
Many, many times he tried to quit. I think he lacks willpower, and we always kind of teased him that he was going to quit, and he tried, but he never was successful on quitting smoking.
No one believed Albert could ever quit. And after starting LifeSign, even Albert had doubts that soon faded away.
The first day I panicked. It was 28 days to stop. 25 minutes in between cigarettes. I said, well, I can't do this. It's unbelievable, I can't smoke. I used to light one after the other. So after about 3 days, 25 minutes was nothing. 25 minutes was too close. And it started getting better.
So one day he came out with this little gadget, and I says, no way, Albert, you're going to do it, because you just don't have the willpower. He said, this thing's going to do it for me.
When you tell people, especially smokers, that I'm going to quit smoking with a little computer, they shake their heads. They tell you you're crazy. If you want to quit, just throw them away. I can do it. Yeah, let me see you, you know.
Honestly, I thought it was all a big joke, you know. And I see it start to cut down, you know, it started to cut down day by day, you know, weeks by weeks. And then one morning I come into the office and here he say, we finish, and that's all.
Albert's co-workers were stunned and proud that their friend had conquered the unconquerable.
He really did a good job on it. We were all proud of him, and sure enough, when it was time to stop smoking, and I never see him smoke since.
You know, if I think it could work for Albert, I think it would work for everybody.
LifeSign weaved me down so much that it was, when I actually said to myself, that's it, no more, go for it. And that's what I did. Every day it got easier and easier. Give it a chance. You know, if you really want to stop smoking and you're thinking about it twice, give it a shot. I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, it worked. I'm telling you, it really, really worked.
If you're like most smokers, you've probably already tried to quit. You know that you should quit. You know that when you're ready, you will quit for good. Now is that time. Because LifeSign is here, and it really works. Thousands of smokers just like you are using LifeSign to quit forever. It worked for Albert and earned him the respect of his co-workers who thought he'd never be able to quit. It can work for you, too. So call this toll-free number right now to order your LifeSign, the method that gradually takes you off cigarettes at a pace scientifically tailored just for you. LifeSign is normally priced at only $79.95, but because we sincerely want you to start right now, we'll take $10 off the regular price if you call within the next hour, so that you pay only $69.95. When you order LifeSign, you'll receive the patented credit card-sized monitor that's as easy to use as lighting a match. Plus, you'll get the practical 48-page program guide that will answer all of your questions about quitting and living life as a non-smoker. And you'll get unlimited free access to the LifeSign support line. Trained professionals are there to help. So order your LifeSign now. To make it even easier, credit card customers can pay in 4 monthly installments of only $19.95. Try LifeSign risk-free for 60 days. And if you are not completely satisfied for any reason, return it for a prompt, no-questions-asked refund. And here's something more to help you stay quit forever. This powerful video cassette filled with valuable quitting tips and motivating advice for only $19.95 more. It's bound to help you over any rough spots. Don't delay. Thousands are quitting with LifeSign, and so can you. In fact, the makers of LifeSign are so confident there are no self-help methods scientifically proven to be more effective than LifeSign, they'll triple your money back if you can find one. So pick up the phone and order LifeSign now for yourself or as a gift for a loved one. LifeSign, it really works.
From Television City in Hollywood, we bring you the Jack Benny program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Hi, I'm Andre Baruch. You know, I've been in radio and television for the past 20 years. And if there's one thing I've learned in that time, it's that you can't please everybody. Now, just the other night, I saw what I thought was a wonderful television show. I have just read a review on it in the paper, and the critic doesn't like it. You see, entertainment's all a matter of taste. And the same is true of cigarettes. Smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact is, Lucky's taste better. Now, for many years, I've been telling you about Lucky Strike cigarettes. I smoke them myself, so I know what I'm talking about. LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And fine tobacco means better taste. And then, too, Lucky's are made better. Made better to draw freely and smoke evenly, which also means better taste. Why don't you try a carton? Be happy. Go Lucky. Find out for yourself. Lucky's taste better.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and a Happy New Year. I hope that you all had a nice Christmas, because mine was simply wonderful, particularly on Christmas Eve, because I was sitting there at the tree, by the tree, and, oh, I must tell you this, and at exactly 12 o'clock, you know, at exactly midnight, Rochester came down the chimney. No, he wasn't playing Santa Claus. It's just that if he isn't in by 10 o'clock, I lock all the doors. And then he told me that he was out on a party with Dancer, Prancer, Donner, and Blitzen. I found out later it was the Mills Brothers. I never did know their first name. But I had the most wonderful Christmas, and I got the most beautiful gifts this year from the members of my cast, because they've been with me for such a long time. You know, like Don Wilson, he gave me a tie, you see, and Bob Crosby gave me a pair of socks, and Dennis Day gave me a fish hook. No, this may not sound like anything to you, but there was a halibut on it. And it came beautifully gift wrapped, you know, in a box. And then on the box, it said, "Do not open until Christmas." But that was 3 weeks ago. 2 days before Christmas, the box opened itself. But it was a nice thought, you know. And let's see, what else did I... Oh, yes, the boys in the orchestra, you know, the orchestra boys sitting over there, they've been with me for years and years, and they were so thoughtful. They all chipped in, you know, all 18 of them. They all chipped in, and they bought me a great big barrel of lighter fluid. Now, I'll never need a match, you know. And of course, I gave them each a gift, too, in return, something that they've always wanted, each one of them. I gave them a Papermate flask. Leak-proof. I mean, 70,000 gulps without refilling. But anyway... You know, it's very funny about Christmas gifts. You never know quite what to give some people. Like, for instance, Mary. It's so hard to buy something for Mary because she used to work at the May Company, and she has everything. So I I was going to buy her a new Cadillac, you know, with her initials on the door. But I don't know, it takes so long before they deliver them. So I bought her some handkerchiefs. I have the same initials on them. That's what she really wanted, you know. You know, it's the thought that counts. But anyway, well, so much for Christmas. And I'm looking forward to New Year's Eve. And Mary is giving a New Year's Eve party. And naturally, I'm going to be there. But she gave a party last New Year's Eve, too, and I couldn't go because last New Year's Eve I had a date to go out, you see. And, well, anyway, let me take you back to a year ago, to last New Year's Eve, a year ago. And we were all, you see, we had just finished a rehearsal at CBS. And so because of that, my whole gang was gathered in my dressing room. It was New Year's Eve. Well, anyway, I'll show you exactly what happened.
You're watching Sleepcore, media for insomnia.
There's something we all enjoy about staying for dinner. Have you ever thought why? It's because eating with others is fun. People like to come together at meal times. They enjoy each other's company while they're enjoying good food. Mealtime is fun for Frank. And it's fun for Judy, too. But it's different with Ralph.
Will you have some peas, Ralph?
Gosh, Mrs. Scott, I don't like peas.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, how about a baked potato, then?
Well, okay. Gee, Ralph, why aren't you eating? Remember that picture we saw? What picture? The picture with the hand and the 5 groups of food. Oh, that was just schoolwork.
No, Ralph isn't enjoying his dinner much. Maybe it's because of that candy bar he had just before dinner. Whatever it is, Ralph's good time with Frank and Judy is spoiled. The next day is Saturday, and Ralph's tired. But Frank and Judy feel differently.
We're going skating today. Can Ralph come with us?
Well, I don't know. I think he's still in his room. Just a moment. Let me see. Ralph, Frank and Judy are here and want you to go skating with them.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Judy. Hi. Can you go skating with us outside? It's just right. I don't feel like going skating. Thanks anyway.
Oh, well. Okay. That's too bad. Maybe he can go tomorrow. Bye, kids.
Bye.
That's how it's been for quite some time. Ralph just hasn't had the pep that he should have. And now, Ralph begins to wonder why. Maybe there was something more in last week's classwork than he had thought. That hand, for instance, that his teacher had drawn. 5 fingers that point the way to health. What was it now? Bread and butter or margarine, milk and cheese, meat and eggs, vegetables, and fruits. Those are the foods you should eat every day if you want to be healthy. The first one, bread and butter or margarine, reminds him of Kenneth. Why? Because those are foods, and Kenneth has the most energy in class. Whole grain breads like whole wheat and rye are especially good for you. If you do eat white bread, make sure it's enriched. Enriched bread has vitamins added to it. Cereals give the same kind of energy and health values that bread does, especially whole wheat cereals and oatmeal. Butter and margarine contain fats. they give you energy in a different way from breads and cereals. Butter and fortified margarine have vitamin A in them, which is necessary to good health. The second finger that points to health represents milk and cheese. And somehow, they remind Ralph of the tallest children in class. That's because milk and cheese help the body grow. Milk is about the most perfect food there is. A glassful at every meal is good for you, and with one more, that makes a quart a day. Vitamin D milk helps build strong bones and teeth. And Ralph has decided that it must be lots of milk which has given Linda such a bright smile. Cheese is a bodybuilder too, and there are many kinds to choose from. The third finger represents meat and eggs. And Ralph thinks of George right away, because he's the huskiest and the strongest boy in class. Meat and eggs help the body grow and make it strong. Meat is good for you, and there are many kinds. There's beef, there's pork and ham, there's lamb, fish is good, and so is chicken and other poultry. An egg a day is good for you too. Boiled, fried, scrambled, poached, or any way. Meats and eggs are high in protein, which helps build red blood and strong muscles. The fourth finger, pointing the way to health, represents vegetables. And here Ralph thinks of several children in his class, for there are many kinds of vegetables. Potatoes, for instance, are an energy food, and baked potatoes, eaten with their skins and butter or margarine, have lots of vitamins and minerals too. When it comes to green and yellow vegetables, Ralph thinks of Wendy, the prettiest girl in the class. And there are so many different kinds. Green vegetables like string beans, asparagus, and broccoli. There are salad vegetables like lettuce, and many others like celery, radishes, and carrots. Carrots are good cooked too, and so is squash and other yellow vegetables like rutabaga. Cauliflower and cabbage are good too. Yes, there are hundreds of wonderful vegetables. The important thing is that all kinds of vegetables are good for you, whether they're raw or cooked. They're important for good health, for lots of energy and pep, for clear skin and bright eyes, for shining, gleaming hair, and above all, for that wonderful sense of feeling good. The last finger represents fruit, and there are two kinds. Some are especially rich in vitamin C and help ward off some of the diseases that keep you in bed. They help cuts and bruises heal faster too. Foods with lots of vitamin C in them include orange juice, grapefruit, strawberries, melons, and of course, whole oranges. Certain vegetables like tomatoes and raw cabbage are also rich in vitamin C. You should have a vitamin C food every day, provided it isn't stored in the body very long. Finally, there are the fruits we eat for dessert. Wonderful fruits like apples, bananas, peaches, pears, plums, grapes, and many others. Nuts make a good dessert too. They're rich in energy, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. And now, as Ralph thinks about it, he realizes that each of the children he admires depend on all the food's health and not on just one food. George is strong, Wendy is pretty, Linda has a bright smile, and Kenneth has lots of pep, not because of any one food that they eat, but because they eat some of all kinds of food. For it takes 5 fingers to point the way to healthful eating habits. And Ralph goes over them in his mind. Every day, eat bread and butter, milk and cheese, meat and eggs, vegetables, fruits, and a vitamin C food. Thinking about all this food has made him hungry. He has a candy bar around as usual. But now Ralph has a better idea of why he shouldn't let candy and sweets substitute for other foods. Sweets don't have the proteins, the vitamins, or the minerals, the bodybuilding qualities of other foods. So for the next few months, Ralph really worked at learning to eat all kinds of foods.
Ralph, would you like some peas?
I don't want. Well, okay.
Well, what happened to you?
He'd sample everything that was served to him. And even if it didn't happen to be a food that he preferred, he'd eat some of it anyway. At night, he'd go over the 5 food groups and see how he had done that day. After a month or 2 of this, Ralph suddenly realized that a slow change had taken place without his noticing it. He found that eating had become fun. What's more, his health was better and he had more pep. He had more fun than he used to and more friends. And all because he had learned to eat by counting his foods on his fingers.